All right, welcome back everybody. My name's Austin. With the price of Bitcoin still currently trending around the $8,000 price point, coming off this massive dip we saw the other day, listen to the entirety of the CNBC news panel laugh at this man right here, Bitcoin bull, Bitcoin investor Mark Yusko, as he tells them that yes, Bitcoin at 8K, he's buying. Listen to the reasoning, listen to how he compares it to Amazon stock, and then listen to the chuckles that you hear throughout this entire segment, culminating with this gentleman right here calling him an outcast. Watch this.
Quickly, before we go, Bitcoin was under 8,000 earlier today.
Buy it.
Regardless, though, of the drop. If I said to you Bitcoin dropped to 5,000, you'd say buy it.
Buy it. Because here's the thing, the daily price of Bitcoin doesn't matter. It's been alive for 10 years. In every year, other than 2015, it's made a higher low. The market cap has grown every single year. Every fundamental indicator of Bitcoin, usage, wallets, block size, transaction size, number of transactions, every single one, hash rate, making new highs. All of the indicators of the network and the network value are rising. The price of any asset fluctuates. Let's take Amazon. Amazon has been a public company for 20 years. In every year, including this year, it's at a double-digit drawdown. The average peak to trough, minus 31%. Twice, minus 90%. When was the right time to sell? Never. Who's owned it since the IPO to today? Jeff and his mom and dad. That's it.
All right. We're going to leave it there, Mark.
All right,
Good to see you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
Mark
me.
Yusko, Morgan Creek Capital.
Outcast.
A.K.A. Outcast. Mark likes EM.
Wow. Hey, this guy must be the funniest guy in the playground. But you know what? I like this. I appreciate the coverage. And to be honest, CNBC, the world, could potentially be laughing for the next 6 days up to the next 6 months. In the short term, they could be laughing their butts off as Bitcoin maybe trends sideways, trends lower. Who knows? But 6 months out, long-term wise, let's see who's laughing. I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot see the future. But as we get more updates, I will keep you informed. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. But first piece of news, Venezuelan central bank is considering holding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Just a reminder that Venezuela did, in fact, last year create their own government-backed digital currency, the Petro, but it was President Donald J. Trump who forbid U.S. citizens from purchasing the Petro. And now to get around U.S. sanctions, Venezuela is apparently considering Bitcoin and Ethereum to do so. The state-run oil and gas company Petroleas de Venezuela S.A. had requested the central bank look into the matter after the oil producer ran into difficulties receiving payments from international clients due to U.S. sanctions against Venezuela President Nicolas Maduro's current regime. And now apparently they are looking to transfer Bitcoin and Ethereum to the Venezuelan central bank and then have the central institution pay its suppliers in cryptocurrencies. Interesting. And they are looking into Bitcoin and Ethereum because both of these are surely more decentralized than the government-backed Petro that Venezuela has now. So we'll see. I mean, this could be a very viable solution for them. I will keep you updated as soon as we get confirmation on that. But next piece of news, this is official. Coinbase rolls out Stellar Lumens trading in New York State. I mean, it's sort of in the headline right here. If you hold Stellar Lumens no matter where you are, you should be very bullish. Coinbase takes extra regulatory caution, especially in overly regulated places like New York State. And now they're saying Stellar Lumens is okay. Small green flag. If you want to read this whole news article, I'm going to link it down below. Feel free to do that. But next piece of news, Telegram's Gram wallet is now available in the app's alpha version for iOS. So if you have an iOS, let me know. I have a Droid, but let me inform you regardless. As Telegram Info reported on September 26th, the Gram wallet is now active on the alpha version of Telegram's iOS, although currently the wallet operates in the Telegram Open Network Ton testnet. So what does this mean for you? Well, that means that so far users can only create and delete a wallet and receive and send grams and share their wallet address. So it's the basics, but if you have an iPhone and are interested in Telegram, do it. It's got the basic functions. Next piece of news, this one's pretty interesting. ING's chief economist predicts central banks' digital currencies will happen for the majority of central banks. They will get digital currencies within the next 2 to 3 years. Check this out. Dutch bank ING's chief economist has said fully fledged digital currencies will develop by central banks in the next 2 to 3 years. The economist that said this is Mark Cliffmite. Speaking in an ING video published Friday, he argues that the reasoning is that Facebook-led Libra cryptocurrency project is putting pressure on monetary authorities. With Libra slated for launch in 2020, central banks would have to make a move in that time frame. In a direct quote, he said, "I think we've already got some sense of urgency amongst the policy community." So we'll see. When a bank's chief economist says this, I kind of take a little bit more interest rather than the Bitcoin bulls, the Tom Lees, the Mike Novogratz. When they say it, they say that stuff all the time. When a bank says it, I pay attention. We'll see. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you're getting value from this video, give it a like. It would really just help the channel grow. But next piece of news, and I put this was also very recent, but it sort of contradicts if Facebook's Libra will actually be launched in 2020, because Mark Zuckerberg just came on the record, and Facebook's Zuckerberg appears to put Libra launch date in doubt. Talking in an interview with Nikolai on Thursday, Zuckerberg was asked about the expected date of the stablecoin's arrival, to which he replied, "Obviously, we want to move forward at some point soon and not have this take too many years to roll out," he said. "But right now, I'm really focused on making sure that we do this well." So he's essentially saying that he's prioritizing, something we've seen in the ICO boom too many times. Timelines get pushed back, and they attribute it to getting it done right. So we'll see. There's nothing wrong with this statement, but 2020 to me sounds like a very loose launch date. Last piece of news before we check on the market, check on our Twitter. Last piece of news, more of a psychological milestone, but 10,000 nodes are running BTC Lightning Network in a new all-time high. According to 1ML, the number of nodes on the Lightning Network has grown by a small but substantial 3.17% over the last 30 days to reach a record high of 10,003 network nodes at press time. At the same time, the number of nodes with active channels is 5,975 out of a total 36,000+ channels at press time, with just a 0.34% growth over the last month. What do these numbers mean? Small growth, but a substantial psychological milestone. Let me know what you think. Let's check on the market. Some altcoin life, and also Bitcoin dominance slowly slipping down. Bitcoin still at 8,000. I guess the winners today in the top 10 is EOS, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash. You know what? No real winners. Really, Ethereum would be the big winner. And Tron. You know what, guys? You check this out for yourself. I will check on our Twitter. Do you follow us? Pretty quiet. You guys tweeting? What are you guys tweeting? Tweet at us. Anyways, that's the video for today. We will see who's laughing in the next week, but more realistically in the next 6 months, the next 5 years. Who will be laughing then? Let me know down below. And like always, I'll see you tomorrow.
Quickly, before we go, Bitcoin was under 8,000 earlier today.
Buy it.
8,000 earlier today.
Buy it.
8,000 earlier today.
Buy it.